Night has fallen once more on Kilforth, but we awaken to a tropical sunshine. The sudden heat is searing and exhausting. Gloom falls at Elan Refuge, which is up here. And we have a weather effect. When revealed, place two obstacles at each location for each stranger it has. I think there's only one stranger now, isn't there? The Drake Commander. And when a stranger enters place an obstacle at its location. All right, this weather effect stays in play. And two obstacles here at the enclave. Unexhaust the keep and my assets as well. And I believe we're going to start with a market action because we're at Rhymeshore Port. And we're looking for an ally with the martial ability. So we're going to go for the ally deck. Three cards. Purchase one. We've got 5 gold. We've got a floating scimitar, which is a martial. Perfect. A beastmaster, which is martial. And then a dolphin pod, an arcane ally. Oh wow, look at this though. This is a great card. Beastmaster gives 1 fight, 1 influence. I like this guy. And the scimitar, 1 fight, 1 sneak. Relocate an enemy on the map to your location. Engage it once per game. Sacrifice, prevent the loss of 1 HP. Or the Beastmaster, defeat an enemy at your location once per game. And then prevent the loss of 1 HP. Oh my gosh. Well, I think I need to increase my study value, if anything, because I want this. But the dolphin pod is not the one I want. I want one of these two with the martial keyword. Now, I don't really need Beastmaster because I've got the cattle merchant, but I do like its +1 influence. I can only afford one of them. In fact, you can only buy one of them anyway. Oh, I'd have loved this. I'd have loved this dolphin pod. It gives you all these bonuses at oceans. And then defeat an ocean quest at your location once per game. I think we're going to go for the Beastmaster. Because of the +1 influence. Alright, that's the one we're going for. These two are discarded. This is an asset. So this is coming straight in as an asset. And I think we have enough now to go and complete this interlude. My fight value is now 5. My influence is 4. I could use this deed, sacrifice, prevent the loss of 1 HP. It's not too bad. But there we go. I've got it for its martial, really. It's going to cost me 4 gold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, I've only got 1 gold now. So, we can't do this. We need more money. Alright, so we're in search of gold. Stone gives me gold, as does defeating something like the Deep One. Hey, we should go and fight this thing. There's lots of rewards to be had. We could also sell cards, but I don't have any cards to sell. Alright, let's push on. Let's move. And let's move down to the Angel's Cradle. Do I want to hide first? No. Hide actions are good, obviously, but I don't know. Let's just move in here and take a chance. It's a forest location. I don't have any foresight left now. I mean, we've still got this violent uprising at the plains. Okay, we're going to move down into Angel's Cradle, a local village, an outpost for the Blue Drakes. I do have a friendly ship here. Let's see what our encounter is. It is a hushed reliquary. Too old for the Rosen missionaries to have built, this place is a testament to the architectural ambition of some ancient culture. The strange hush is soothing, yet perplexing in nature. We can now, it says map, heroes may perform rest actions here. Well, I think we're going to confront this place for its gold. This looks like Angel's Cradle is living up to his name. It's a nice place to be. Let's take an action to confront this place and try to discover its secrets. Now this one is going to be tricky because these are linked. You see the plus symbol? That means I have to do both of these. So I'm going to need 6 successes. 3 in study and 3 in sneak. I've got 4 study and 2 sneak. So not great numbers. Let's do the first one. So my 4 study, I could use endeavour and get 1 success and then flip my token. Okay, so that's 1 success. I need 2 more successes. So let's call that 1 success on study. But now I'm going to switch to sneak. So I'll take another action. I've only got 2 sneak, but I can use a deed endeavour, make that, and my fated doubloon. Those 2 dice go. That's 1 success. I'm going to use, well, yeah, that's 1 success. Okay, let's call that 1 success. So I've got 1 study and 1 sneak, and I've got 2 actions left. So for my next action, I'm going to do a test on sneak. So I've got 2 sneak, and I'm going to roll 2 dice. I need a success, and we've got 1 success. Okay, 1 success. So that's 2. I'm going to use a fate token, make that 3. All right, so I've got 3. I've got 1 action left, and I need 2 successes on study. All right, this isn't good, is it? I can't use fate again, so I'm really relying on this die roll. I can get 1 from endeavour, but that's only 2 successes. Yeah. Oh, maybe this was too much to take on. All right, let's do it. We need 2 successes from this roll. Oh, and we've got them. We've got them. A 5 and a 6 makes that 3, 3. It was costly. It cost all my actions. It cost me a fate, but we've got them there. Nicely done. Whew. So there we go. We've completed the hushed reliquary. It wasn't efficient use of my actions or my fate token. It was expensive. But there we go. We have completed this. We can take 3 gold or a loot. We'll take 3 gold, and then I can either keep this as a rumour or we can take a title. I'm going to take a title. Let's discard this, grab our 3 gold. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Now we've got 4. We're still 1 shy. Let's grab our title. And we have a wind chaser. Wind chaser at the red cliffs. Okay. Red cliffs are all the way up here. Top right corner. It's quite a way away as it goes. Okay, we're out of actions. Are we in a safe spot? We're in a safe spot. We can stay here. Oh, I wanted to gather that wood, but we've run out of actions. Yeah, that was too expensive. Actually, you know what? I could have made that easier on myself because I could have used my galleon to move here, save that action, then used my skill to unveil my galleon. And I had an extra action. I have an extra action. Yeah, rather than using an action to move, use my galleon to move, which means I had an extra action left over. So that would have helped me actually with that encounter. If I hadn't have gotten the success I needed, I could have just used, yeah, I could have just got the last success with an endeavour action. Yeah, so I would have done it anyway. I should have done that though. I should have used my galleon to move, but I didn't. This is what we actually did. Yeah, so maybe it wasn't all that tricky after all. Yeah, I did have an extra action, and I've still got my galleon. So this is a strength 6 ship, by the way, and my galleon is a maximum of 5. So there must be some other ways In fact, I know there is because I've already played. There must be some other ways to defeat a power 6 ship. But I can still use my galleon. Right, let's do that. Do I want to stay here? I could even go over here. Right, let's use my galleon. Gain 1 veil to gain 1 move AP. So I've got a move action. And as my move action, I can use my censure. I could move in here. But my censure allows me to skip doink doink into these plains, the burning flats. And I want to do this because there's no encounter here, which means this violent uprising is going to come out. And it is an event. And when I reveal this, I can either pay 2 gold and use an AP, lose 1 HP and make camp, pass an influence test 4 to gain a title. There's absolutely no way I'm going to pass an influence 4 test. Otherwise, lose 2 HP and 1 gold. I don't want to do that. I'm actually going to do this. Lose 1. Well, I could pay 2 gold and lose an action point. But then if I gain 3 gold, back here I've got my 5. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to lose 1 HP and make camp. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Because we're going to make camp anyway. All right, this event is done. All right, we've gotten rid of that event. We've making camp. We did lose hit points. That has cost us a little, but all our gold's intact. We've gotten rid of that event. There's potentially something better, and we're it. Yeah, we're a gold short, aren't we? We're a gold short for completing the interlude. But maybe there's some loot on that galleon. Okay. Now night has settled and we are making camp at the burning flats. We lose an AP when we move into this location. We don't have any AP to lose. There's a blue drake ship here, so we are safe to settle here for the night. Let's draw our night card. It is Day of the Gods. It's an event at Tiamat's Chalice, which is here. Okay, Tiamat's Chalice is falling into gloom. Okay. Discard all cards from Tiamat's Chalice. There are none. Place this card on Tiamat's Chalice. Until the next night card is drawn, no encounters may be drawn or placed here, and heroes may take rest or market actions here. Alright, so this is just an event. However, it is a plains, so we're going to draw a plot card. And this is the last thing that happens. It's Ghosts of Torment. When revealed, place the top ally from the ally deck face up beneath this card. Okay. It is a merman. As a tiny coastal community celebrates God's Day, strange things begin happening. The local cleric discovers a sinister secret about the village's founding. A mystical fire blazes and a mutilated fisherman's corpse washes up. Yes, we know about this fisherman. That might have been our handiwork. Then an eerie fog descends. Okay, that's it then. I don't think that Day of the Gods is going to help us as it goes. Because of that plot, I'm not heading that way anytime soon. You're a health point down, we are an action down. But I think the first thing we're going to do is search. We're here at a plains, so let's draw a plains. And it is a boatman. The boatman's salty demeanour is an acquired taste, but even so, the temptation always persists to simply resort to intimidation. And we will. This boatman has a weakness to weapons, so we can use a deed overcome to automatically defeat this encounter, because we have a weapon here. Ordinarily, being a stranger, we'd have to use an action to confront it and then use a skill test. But a weakness It means we get this reward straight away. We can take 1 gold or a loot, and then an ally, or keep the boatman. We will think about that. I'm going to take the 1 gold though. Ordinarily I would take a loot, but I want the 1 gold to give me the 5. I'm wondering whether I keep the boatman for its stranger keyword. It's interesting. I mean, you can look ahead on these, but I like to kind of keep it a surprise and a kind of an unraveling story. But we could look at it and go, oh, do you know what? Do we need stranger as a keyword? And it kind of makes it a little bit easier then to plan ahead. But we're not going to do that today. Instead, we're going to give up the boatman and we're going to take an ally. Let's see what it is. It is a diver. A diver, it's Scarn Isle, and it's an arcane ally. All right, that's okay. Scarn Isle is right next to us. So I wonder, I might be a bit cheeky here. Let's veil my galleon to sail, gain 1 move AP. I'm going to move down to Scarn Isle. If I can get the diver in, that's going to increase my study. My study is currently 4, pushing it up to 5, which is going to help me defeat this interlude, shadowy informant. I think it's worth it. But we have moved into Scarn Isle. We're going to draw another encounter, and don't make it a bad one. It is tranquil shore. In spite of current events, the locals here are friendly, welcoming, and eager to trade. That's a nice place. Right, I'm going to keep that. And there is another title here, if I want it. And 1 gold. And I can use 3 study or 2 sneak. It's an easy encounter to defeat, but I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to use my boat racer, veil it to unveil my galleon. I'm actually going to use an action to gather this stone. I was tempted to power, load my cannons and sink this ship, but I'm not going to because I'm running out of actions. I'm going to discover the diver. We're at the Scarn Isle. We're going to add the diver. It's a unique arcane. Yep, we're good. We've still got space for 2 more assets. Incidentally, the galleon does not take up an asset slot, in case you were wondering. Okay, so now we've got the diver. She can really help us. Over many years of diving, Leanna had learned to hold her breath for over 10 minutes at a time. She can add 1 to our study value and add 1 to our sneak value. And then add an automatic success to an ocean encounter if we veil her and then sacrifice her to prevent the loss of 1 HP. As it goes, I've got 2 more actions left, haven't I? I'm going to veil my galleon once more and use it to sail back to the Burning Flats. And that is a move. So we're moving back and losing an AP. Every time we move in here, we lose an AP. But that's okay. We do have to draw another encounter. We're going back to the flats. And it's another stranger, a freebooter. As a weakness to arcane, we have an arcane ally. So we can automatically deed overcome. Despite singing bawdy sea shanties about loot and plundering, the sea folk are still terribly suspicious, cancelling entire voyages due to omens and portents. So the fact that we've got this arcane diver with us has sent this freebooter scarpering. We get 1 gold or a loot and an ally. Or we can keep this as a rumour. Let's start by taking a loot, and we'll think about what we want to do. We've got 2 gold. Okay, that's good. I'm happy with 2 gold. Now, do we want to keep this rumour, or do we want to take another ally? I'm going to say it's only 1 gold. Let's take another ally. Let's take another ally. I might find something that's worth more than 1 gold. It is An animal handler. The animal handler can be found at the Trolltooth Crags. Discard an animal rune to defeat an enemy or lawless stranger. Sacrifice. I actually quite like this one, and it's going to give a +1 to my influence value, because I could potentially defeat an animal really easily with my merchant, my cattle merchant class, and then I've got an animal rune that animal handler can use. Although it is arcane and we can only have one, it's a unique ally. Yeah, we can only have either the diver or the animal handler. Yeah, maybe that's not so good, but it's worth 4 gold. I can always sell this for 2 gold, and that's no bad thing. All right, we're here at Burning Flats. We've only got 1 action left, which isn't great for completing interludes. No, that's not. We could do a market action. We could heal. I think we're going to rest and heal up, and then we'll take on this chapter next time. Now, hang on a second. We forgot Tropical Sunshine. When a stranger enters play, place an obstacle at its location. All right, back up. We encountered a boatman stranger when we first entered the Burning Flats. We went to Tranquil Shore, then we came back and got the freebooter. So these were both strangers, so that's 2 obstacles. Now normally obstacles would prevent you confronting strangers, but we didn't confront them. We used a deed overcome. Obstacles don't prevent deed overcome. So we're still good, but there are 2 obstacles here. Interesting. Now we go to the knights. And the knight card is a Blue Drake Patrol. Azure Reef goes into gloom. Oh, also Day of Gods is going to go now. This stays in play until the next card is drawn. Okay, let's discard Day of Gods. Azure Reef is up here. Okay. That's a C, so we're good. No more plots. Then it says, revealed, sea dogs lose 1 HP. We're a Blue Drake. Blue Drakes may each discard 1 ship from anywhere on the map, and then we get to choose sides. Okay, so actually I'm going to switch. I'm going to switch to Sea Dog. And no, do you know what? I'm going to stay Blue Drake. I'm going to stay Blue Drake because there seems to be Blue Drakes in all the places I want to be. And I think we'll get rid of this Strength 6 Sea Dog ship at Cinder Dome. Alright. Okay, we've chosen sides. We're going to stay as a Blue Drake. That's this knight completed. Alright. Full health again. Full strength for the next day. You'll note I can't search here at the Burning Flats because of those obstacles, but that's okay. I don't need to. I'm going to try and complete this shadowy informant. So let's start. Let's try and defeat this encounter. Obstacles don't block this. Interludes are like finales, like regular saga chapters. You use a regale action to complete them. They're kind of like a cross between a saga chapter and a finale. So it's not a confront. Obstacles are not blocking this thing. Okay, regale is not blocked by obstacles. So let's take an action. It's a regale. We have the 5 gold. We don't need to spend it yet. We're going to defeat it first. Our study value is 3, 4, 5. 5 dice. We want 6 successes. Like a finale, I can just take multiple actions to try and complete this thing. Let's go with the dice. This is the weirdest die. It's not a good one. I shouldn't have picked this one. That's a 5 on there. I don't know if you can make it out. But there you go. This opposite. So that's 1 success. Let's swap it over. That's a 5. 1 success. Well, I'm not happy with that. I'm looking for 6 successes. Should we roll again? Let's roll again. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think there's anything I can do to help me here. No, diver only works at ocean locations. Alright, let's go again. 5 dice. That's better. 2 successes. So I'm up to 3. I need 3 more. So for my next, I'm going to use a deed endeavour. So take an action. I've got 1 automatic success for those 4. The 1 left over flips this die. So I'm up to 4 successes. And then as my final action, I'm going to do the same again. Endeavour, I've got 1 die left over. My fated doubloon adds another, so that's 2 successes. There's my 6. All right, that took 4 actions to get done. I mean, I could have rolled the dice, but there it is. All right, let's spend the 5 gold. We need a martial keyword, which we have on the Beastmaster. Everything's finally come together. We completed chapter 3. To prove the veracity of their claims, your informant grants you access to ancient tomes imbued with magic words, which detail this despot's prophesied rise to power. Their influence has already spread again, now reaching as far as Rhymeshore Port and other shores. As time runs out, it falls to a courageous individual of great influence and with authoritative friends to challenge the spreading lies and corruption. But even if you succeed in deposing this charlatan, who then will become the people's champion? We're now looking for a spell and a rank, which is going to come from a title and an ally. Well, we have an ally, we don't yet have a spell, and we don't have a rank title. We have, though, leveled up, so we'll get a new action. We've got an extra health. Level 3 skills. We've got Social Climber and Eerie Mediator. Social Climber helps us gain 2 allies. This is a one-time thing. And then Eerie Mediator, relocate any enemy to a location adjacent to its current... Okay, we can move enemies around. I prefer this one. I think it could help us. And I'm kind of... well, I've got 2 allies already. I've only got room for 2 more assets, and I know I want a title and a spell. So I'm not going to take this one. I'm going to take this one. I hope you like my thinking. Okay, we've got 2 actions left. We want a title and a spell. Now there is a title down here, but it's only going to draw us 1 title. What have we got here? We've got a spell. Wind Chaser is a rank. This is our objective. This is clear. Okay. So we want to get Wind Chaser and a spell. So why don't we head off to the Red Cliffs? That makes sense. Let's veil my galleon. We're going to use our centaur. Oh no, we can't go. Yeah, can we go to? No, we can't. 1, 2. Yeah, there's an ocean here, so we can't use our centaur to get there. I think then what we'll do. I mean, I could go to the Trolltooth cages to get this guy in. I'd rather have the diver. I'd rather keep diver. Animal handler will kick out the diver. I think what we'll do is we'll use that galleon to move down here. There's an encounter here, so I don't need to draw another. Then I shall use my boat racer to ready my galleon. Veil my galleon again. Move into Blue Tides. I will have an encounter here, though. It's an ocean encounter. And it is, oh my goodness, a kraken. Enemy aquatic ocean. Immune to defeat effects, may only be defeated by a hero with a totem. Oh my goodness. Not the time to be threatened by a kraken. A lone god hunts these waters for unfortunate ships and their hapless passengers. Time to test the mettle of your crew. We are in trouble. Things were going way too well, but do you know what? I can use this eerie meditator. Indeed, veil, relocate any enemy to a location adjacent to its current location. We can send this thing packing. It's immune to defeat effects, but this is not a defeat effect. Let's do it. Wow, what timing. I'm going to send the kraken. Well, where? I think we're going to beach this kraken. Yes, let's beach it. Here it is. Wow, take that. We may not be able to turn the tide, but we can certainly steer its beasts up onto the beach. Nice. All right, we're here at the blue tide still. I think maybe the kraken took a dive behind this waterfall and ended up in this Scarn Isle. Okay, it says, now that we're here, heroes may spend 1 AP here to move directly to an ocean location. There's also food here, so it's risky, but I'm going to grab a food. Gather. I've got a stone and a food now, so this is worth 1 gold. This food will help me heal a hit point. And I'm going to spend an action point and move to Saltwater Straits. It's risky because I now need to draw an encounter and I'm out of actions. Ready? Let's go. It is deep dive and it's a quest. It's quite a tough one. It needs 3 study and 3 sneak. However, the rewards are a title and a spell. For now, though, we are resting here. What does this say? We may spend 1 AP to move to any ocean. So we can hop between oceans wherever we are. It's time to end the night. This might be my next plan. Then Red Cliffs. Complete chapter 4. We do want to potentially clear out some of these plots, but we are getting closer. Now, just before we finish up, I do have a little correction from last time. There was in that last episode, and we've only just spotted it, thank you to eagle-eyed viewers, I did take a couple of wounds when I had actions left, and when you take a wound, you also lose an action. I had a quick look back. I think I did this a couple of times, actually. I think one time was down here when I was fighting the Sea Dog King, and then I think another time, I can't remember, but as compensation for those 2 actions, I'm actually going to stick these 2 gathered resources back. Yeah, and we'll put this one by the kraken. Yeah, I think that's probably where it came from. So that's me losing 2 actions. Yeah, maybe it's not quite compensation, but there it is. Look out for that. I did take a wound at the beginning of this episode as well, but I didn't have any actions left, so that's fine. If you take a wound and you've got no actions left, you've not lost anything. Okay, the next long night is about to begin.